Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen.
Hey, sit down.
In Livingston Parish, Louisiana.
Can we just go?
No.
What starts off as a pretty civil conversation with a fan.
Oh, yeah, Chris Hansen?
Yes, sir.
Turns very heated very quickly.
You didn't learn your lesson the first time, and now you're sitting on a couch talking to me. So you explain that.
Why do you have an attitude?
Why do you have an attitude? You're smiling, but it ain't funny, is it?
I hope you're enjoying this free full episode of Takedown on our YouTube channel. But there's something you need to know. There are literally hundreds of new episodes either in production or on our streaming channel right now, uncensored, all on WatchTruBlu.com. Use the code YouTube26 to watch all of the episodes for $2.50, or for an annual subscription, use YouTube Year for $20 off. Also, and this is very important, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on TruBlu. It's another night and another investigation in Livingston Parish, Louisiana. A detective has been posing as a 14-year-old girl online, and he's been messaging with a man looking to meet up. The detective fills me in.
Sergeant, how long has this chat been going on?
We started talking at 7:20, so about an hour ago.
Okay. So in an hour, give me the sense of what's transpired between this man and someone he thinks is a 14-year-old.
So meeting on the original app, we transitioned to an undercover phone number. At that point, he kind of went to the typical, hey, he shouldn't be on here after he learned my age of being 14.
So he pretends to be concerned.
Yes. Shouldn't be on here, watch out for creeps. You're lucky you didn't get somebody to send you a penis pic or something like that, he said. And then I kind of just kept chatting with him. He told me his age. He talked about being on apps when he was younger. He's telling me again, be careful who you text randomly on here. They got a lot of creeps. Then he wants a selfie after he knows my age. Then he wants to confirm some of my pictures. Talks about having a 6-inch penis after that. Asks me if I have some other apps like WhatsApp or Telegram, which are encrypted apps to kind of, you can delete it and there's no way we can find that information if we did a search warrant, stuff like that. I recommended another app. We transferred over to that. We were kind of texting back and forth between two apps. On the secondary app, he started talking more about the sexual stuff, and then he actually did send a picture of his penis. But on that app, you can actually...
So he, at one point, says, be careful, somebody might send you a penis picture, as if he's concerned for the girl. And then later, he sends a penis picture.
Yes.
Presumably his own.
Yes. Then he deletes it right after that. 'Cause that other app, you can just remove stuff from the chats. So I got the screen record of the actual chat. We exchanged pictures with each other's names on it with the UC and him. They write my UC name on it. He was just trying to test out the waters. As right now, he's talking about taking a shower. He wanted to know if I've ever done anything, like what I've done with a boy. I've only made out, and we kind of got into the sexual part, and he said, I asked him if that's what he's wanting to do, and he said, yeah, if you want to. I asked him if he had any condoms. He said he can get some. So he said he wants to pick me up and bring me back to his house now, and it's in Albany, about 25 minutes from here.
It's always disturbing when a man wants to take an underage child away from their home for sex. One of the reasons these stings are so important.
But the plan will be to have him come up to this.
Come here, yeah, to get me at least. So,
right.
And if he don't come up to the door, we'll take him down in the parking lot and bring him up here and talk to him.
All right, good. So he specifically talks about the sex acts. He talks about bringing condoms for those sex acts.
Yes.
And he knows that he's talking to
those.
somebody who says they're 14 years old.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, very good. Hey, he's kind of a fast mover then.
He's quick. He's quick.
And we believe that he has a previous conviction, or guilty plea at least.
Through the investigation of his information you already got from him, he has one back in 2014 for it looked like it was a felony, and looks like the got played down to a misdemeanor, carnal knowledge.
Carnal knowledge of somebody who's underage.
Yes, sir.
And he would have been 20...
2021, somewhere around that time. Yeah.
Okay, and he's 31 now.
Yeah, he's 31 now, so.
All right, good. All right, thank you, sir.
The man with a criminal history on his way to meet a 14-year-old girl is 31-year-old Kevin, and he lives right here in Livingston Parish. 30 minutes later, our cameras catch Kevin's truck pulling into the parking lot.
He's getting out.
He quickly heads up the stairs where the decoy escorts him in.
Been watching anything? Thank you. You wanna sit down? What you wanna do?
You can hang out for a minute.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna run you my phone real quick, come back, and I'll be back.
Kevin heads into the kitchen and runs right into me.
Hey, Kevin. No, you don't want to do that. Hey, sit down.
Hey, don't
Sit down right there.
On the couch.
Let's go. On the couch.
How did that happen?
Before I explain to Kevin exactly how this happened, the sheriff's office checks him for weapons.
Clean up.
He tries to hide from my cameras. Good luck with that.
Good.
So, Kevin, tell me what your plan was tonight. I got nothing but time. So you might as well move your hat.
Can we just go?
No. Now tell me about the chat you had with this girl. I might understand what got you into this, but I can't understand unless you tell me about it, Kevin.
Look, man, I've been single for like 12 years.
You've been what now?
Single.
Single for 12 years. Help me to understand this.
Well, I was on an adult dating site.
All right. Well, see, you can understand why somebody would go to an adult dating site. Right? I get that.
That's why I went. I've been
Okay.
single for 12 years.
Put
man.
your hat down so I can understand what you're saying.
I have been single for 12 years, man. I got on an adult dating site.
Okay.
I didn't get on there with the intention of doing anything.
All right. Well, see, this is what I'm talking about. That I can understand.
Even if you understand, it don't matter.
Why does it matter?
Because I'm still going to do time.
You're going to do time for what?
Man, I'm not... Are you...
It's
really,
Kev.
Are you
Kev.
really Chris Hansen?
Yes, sir.
I love that episode on the Boondocks, man.
Oh, you like the Boondocks episode?
Yeah, that one's funny.
You probably like it more than I did.
Probably.
What about the South Park episode?
There's a South Park episode.
You haven't seen that?
I haven't watched a lot of South Park.
All right. Simpsons?
Caught a, what's it called, YouTube short of that one.
How about Family Guy?
I haven't watched much Family Guy.
Yeah. All right. So help me out here, Kelly. How old are you?
31.
31.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin, what do you do for a living?
I build fences.
You build fences. And Kevin, where do you live?
Nowhere permanent right now. I just moved back from Florida.
Where in Florida were you?
The Keys, Marathon Key,
And what were you doing down at the Keys?
roofing.
Roofing. What made you come back to this area?
I didn't have no more work, couldn't afford the rent.
And where are you from originally? Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, pull the hat down. It looks.
This is gonna be aired everywhere. The least I
Dude,
can do is have something to eat and hide my face.
You're having less dignity with the hat in your face than you would just talking to me.
Wait, what do you want me to do, man?
I want you to tell me.
I just told you. I have been single for 12 years. I got on an adult dating website where y'all have people just catfishing, trying to lure. I mean, granted, yeah, a lot of them go out looking for that stuff.
Right.
I wasn't looking for it.
What were you looking for?
It's an adult dating site. I was looking for a date.
And had you met other adult women on that site before?
Yes.
And you hooked up with them?
No.
Oh.
I took them on a date. I paid for their food, and I never heard from them.
What did you expect to happen tonight?
This?
This.
Yeah.
Was there a part of you that thought it might be a...
Oh, like a huge chunk in the back of my head.
What did you think it would be?
Huh?
What did you think it could be?
Well, a chance to talk to a girl who's not just after my money?
Now, how old did you think this girl was?
I think she had said like 15.
15? How about 14?
Okay.
And do you think it's okay for a 31-year-old to meet a 14-year-old girl?
No.
Then why did you do it, Kevin?
Because she wasn't asking for money. And
She was 14.
she's the only girl who hasn't asked me for money.
Okay, but that doesn't excuse the fact that she's 14.
No, I didn't say it did. You asked me why. I told you why. I didn't say it was an excuse. I didn't say it was a good excuse.
Did you feel particularly vulnerable?
No. No, she didn't prey on me. I'm not a victim here.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you were making it sound like you're a victim, but...
No, I'm not a victim, but you asked what led to this, and I'm telling you what led to this.
You start out very concerned about the girl. You say there's creeps on this app.
Chris.
Yeah, it's because
But
We got another one.
we're going to finish this conversation in a minute.
Second.
Okay?
Do the 40 percent.
yeah.
All right, Kevin, we're going to finish this in a minute. All right.
About halfway through my interview with Kevin, I have to cut things short because another man is possibly on his way. Kevin is taken in cuffs to another room. We wait for a few minutes, but no one shows. Kevin comes back out so I can finish my conversation. I want to start with his previous crimes, similar to what he's being accused of tonight.
Where we left off was talking about what happened back in 2014. Tell me about that.
Oh, I was like 18, and a girl who had a Facebook page with a fake name said she was 18. I met up with her, and turns out she snuck out the house. She didn't walk out, and turns out she was like 16.
16.
Yeah. So
Like 16 or actually 16?
16.
16.
Cool, that's what the cop told me.
Right. So you were 18 and she was 16.
Yeah.
And they charged you with a felony on that deal.
No, they tried to, but I fought the charges because I had proof, screenshots saying she said she was 18.
Right.
I had a fake Facebook page.
Right.
So I fought the charges.
But you pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor.
To the misdemeanor. I could have fought the charges further,
Right.
but the DA?
Mm-hmm.
Prosecutor was just like, oh, look, no felony charges. So I jumped on it as soon as I heard that.
Right.
I didn't even think about fighting it further.
And you were 18, 19, 20? How old were you?
Like 18, 19.
18, 19. So you're 31 now. So 11 years ago, you would have been 20.
Or 20.
Yeah,
Something
20.
like that.
So you're 20 and she was 16,
Okay. Yeah.
but she said she was 18. So,
Oh, yeah, fake Facebook. That's like when the cop picked me up. He was like, oh, do you know a such and such girl name? And I was like, no, I know a girl named Noelle. He's like, that's not her name.
Right.
And then even the cop said they had issues with her before.
Right.
They never showed up in court or anything.
How did it become a problem, though, if she said she was 18? Who complained about it?
Her mom called the cops whenever she snuck out.
And did they catch you having sex with her?
No,
So how did they know you had sex with her?
because I'm overly honest. They told me to write a report, so I wrote a report of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of incriminalized myself.
Well, how did they get to you in the first place? I mean, if this was this consensual deal where she said she was 18 and you were 20, it shouldn't have been an issue at that point.
What do you mean it shouldn't have been an issue?
Well, if you literally thought and she presented evidence that she was 18 and you were 20,
Well, no,
why would they prosecute you?
What are you talking about present evidence?
Well, I'm just saying.
She said she was 18. That's not presenting evidence.
All right, so you're guilty of something then. Did she tell you she was 18?
For the fourth time, yes.
Okay, well, that's what I'm asking.
That's what I
You
said.
don't have to be a smart aleck.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not understanding the questions.
Okay.
here.
What I'm saying is, if it was such an innocent thing where she said she was 18 and you were 20, why did they arrest you? Why did they prosecute you? And why did you plead guilty to a misdemeanor? It sounds like there was an issue there, and the reason that becomes relevant is because here you are, 11 years later, busted in a sting, trying to have sex with a 14-year-old girl. That's why it's important. You didn't learn your lesson the first time, and now you're sitting on a couch talking to me. So you explain that.
No, hold on. You talking about learning my lesson the first time?
You got jammed up. Now you're jammed up again.
No. Okay,
No,
first.
no, don't no me.
Why do you have an attitude?
Why do you have an attitude?
I'm talking to you. I'm not raising my voice or anything.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, the first time, girl said she was 18. She lied. I hooked up with her thinking she was 18. Her mom called the cops.
Good.
That's it in the story. I was over the age of 18 she was under, so I got arrested.
Right.
That,
You pleaded guilty.
yeah, like I said, I'm overly honest. I mean, I don't think about these things. They told me to ask me to write a report of what happened that night, so I wrote a report.
Did you have to do any time?
I was in there for like a week before I bonded out.
You were in there a week.
Yeah,
County jail. Parish jail.
Paris, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there in Livingston.
And you got probation?
Yeah. I was on probation for a year until I paid off all my fees and everything.
You were clean.
Yeah. Well, no, I had to go through another, to get it, like, not clean off my record, but I had to do something with the judge where I just didn't get any trouble or anything for like 5 years.
So you had to keep your nose out of trouble.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So you did that.
Yeah.
And right now, do you have anything hanging over your head besides what happened tonight?
This?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, I messed up, so I took attention and just ran with it, and I should have stopped and thought about it more.
Right.
That's all.
Okay.
That's what it is.
But you knew she told you she was underage, 14.
Yeah.
And why did you think it was appropriate to come over here at your age to have sex with a 14-year-old girl?
Never said it was appropriate.
Okay. Why'd you do it then?
Because I was desperate.
Desperate.
Yeah.
You start out in the conversation trying to protect the girl, or at least sound like you are. You say there's a lot of creeps there. The guys will send you a picture of their penis. Then you send her a picture of your own penis, right?
Yeah.
You say it's 6 inches. Then you send the picture.
Mm-hmm.
You thought that was okay?
No.
Then why did you do it, Kevin?
Because it started seeming like I could get something out of it. So I was like, well, let's keep talking, I guess. I wasn't thinking about it.
Did you think that maybe as a child of 14, it was the first time she had seen the male anatomy and that could affect a child and scar a child for life?
Well, no, because I had asked, and she had said she had had sex before and everything.
Right. Does that make it okay?
No, didn't say it did.
So she has an intimate experience with somebody her own age, and you come over here at the age of 31 have sex
No,
with her. That could wreck a life, Kevin.
No, she told me she had
Oh,
experience.
it can wreck a life.
I'm not saying it can't. I'm saying she told me she had experience with a 20-year-old.
Okay. But none of that makes this okay.
No, didn't say it did.
These guys can say whatever they want to try to get out of the jam they're in, but when you take a look at some of the items they often bring, well, it speaks to their true intentions.
What'd you bring for her?
Some monsters, and depending on how everything went, I'll have some alcohol.
You had some alcohol.
Yeah.
Captain Morgan's 100 proof.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And you thought it'd be okay to get her all liquored up and have sex with her.
I didn't say it was okay.
Did you bring condoms?
Yes.
Okay. You had a big night planned with this 14-year-old girl. You're smiling, but it ain't funny, is it?
Didn't say it was.
Then why are you smiling?
Kind of just laughing at how much of a joke my life's become.
A lot of fellas have a rough time,
I know.
but it doesn't mean they have to go out and do what you did tonight.
Didn't say they did.
What do you think would have happened had we not been here and a 14-year-old girl had been here and willing to have sex with you?
I mean, I can tell you, I doubt you'd believe me. The
Tell
whole
me.
reason, like, because you have all the transcripts, whatever you want to call them. So, the whole reason I didn't want to come up here was because of something like this, because it was going off in the back of my head. But at the same time, I'm like, well, don't want to scare her and try to force her into the truck. That'd be fucked up.
Yeah, sure would.
So I was like, okay, well, we'll hang out, see if she gets comfortable, talk, get to know each other. And then I figured by that point, I'm probably going to realize I have nothing to talk about and probably get bored and fucking leave, but you're not going to believe me.
Why even take the chance to get in the truck and head over here?
Desperation for attention. Now with y'all posting my face all over Facebook, I'm sure I'm getting a lot of it.
Have you seen my investigations before? The predator investigations?
I've seen clips. I've never sat down and watched it.
Do you ever think you'd be in one?
No. I've never done this before.
You know, I hear that a lot.
I'm sure you do.
And I think most of the time I'm being lied to.
No.
Why should I believe you?
Just believe whatever you want. Doesn't matter what I tell you.
Is there anything else you want people to know about your predicament, Kevin?
Don't. Because I'm from here. Everybody who sees this is going to know me. Don't text my mom or bring my mom into this. Please. She's already going to hate me.
All right. Anything else, Kevin?
That's all I cared about.
Okay. Well, Kevin, there's some folks here with the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office. We're going to take it from here. I appreciate your time, and thank you for talking to me. Just trying to understand what the heck's going on, okay?
Step over.
Captain Calvin Bowden leads Kevin out to his ride to the Livingston Parish Jail, a place where he'll be familiar with his surroundings.
You would think, after what Kevin faced 11 years ago, he would never risk it again. But here he is, 31 years old, coming over to meet a 14-year-old girl for sex. And yeah, he brought alcohol and condoms. He was ready to go, and he had seen clips of my previous investigations. Knew exactly who I was. You can't make this up.
Kevin is being charged with indecent behavior with a juvenile and computer-aided solicitation of a minor. We'll keep you posted on the case against him. Sheriff Jason Ard and I are no longer surprised when we hear alleged predators say they expected to find me or the sheriff's office. It's why they come anyway that is frightening to all of us.
What I heard over and over again during this investigation was, I knew it. I thought it might be you. I thought it might be the Livingston Parish Sheriff.
They actually knew, it's like they said they had a feeling or whatever, but they came anyway.
What boggles my mind, and you've been a lawman a long time, what boggles my mind is that they know there's a possibility that they could get arrested and face serious prison time and embarrassment because they're going to be on the television.
So here's a couple things, and the scary one is that it don't matter. They want that bad. No matter what's going on, what the consequences are, they want that 14-year-old that bad. That's scary. We've seen time and time again over my career, I've seen this, of what happens when it does happen. Do they hurt that child? Does that child disappear? You've seen that. We've seen all week these gentlemen pull up. Some would sit in their vehicle for a little while, whether they were trying to get the courage up. Then you had some that within an hour was walking in the door. Couldn't get there. Couldn't get there fast enough. Very fast movers. And some of those were chatted up within an hour, walking in the door that fast. And it's not just the 14-year-old girls, it's 14-year-old boys and girls, whatever their pleasure is.
Watch TruBlu.com is home to the full library of Takedown with Chris Hansen true crime documentaries and exclusive investigations. To hear more about the men caught in my predator investigations, listen to my podcast, Predators I've Caught with Chris Hansen. In this series, I dig deep inside the crimes, inside the minds of the predators, and I'll tell you where they are today. Predators I've Caught, available wherever you get your podcasts.